Welcome to the Checkout Point, your quick dive into this week's e-commerce buzz with me, Alex, powered by Blicket. These 20 minutes pack the latest trends, news, and insights. Let's navigate the digital marketplace together. Ready? Let's go!
Hello and welcome to the Checkout Point, the go-to podcast for everyone sailing the bustling seas of e-commerce. I'm Max, your guide to the latest trends, strategies, and changes in the digital marketplace. Powered by Blicket.co. This show brings you a packed 20-minute roundup every week, and today we're diving into the news for week number 47. First up, we're peeling back the digital curtain with a deep dive into some revolutionary shifts across global e-commerce platforms. From Etsy's unique approach to holiday sales that spotlight our favorite artisans, to Amazon's strategic play with Amazon Haul, we're exploring how these giants are reshaping the online shopping experience and empowering sellers like never before. And then, have you ever wondered what happens after you click buy? Today, we unpack the elaborate journey your package takes from the click at your fingertip to your doorstep. We'll explore the latest in logistics and shipping innovations, including some eyebrow-raising moves by USPS and Amazon's new policies that could change the game, followed later by a closer look at Amazon's bold new venture, Haul. Imagine everything priced at $20 or less. We're diving into what this means for the juggernaut's battle against fast fashion giants and how it might reshape consumer behavior and the sustainability of shopping online. Later in the show, we're setting our sights on the vibrant e-commerce scene in Europe. As trade wars loom and innovation meets tradition, we'll see how businesses are adapting with impressive strategic agility. And lastly, welcome to our digital marketplace deep dive. Ever wondered how your online shopping experience is crafted so seamlessly? Today's segment on dynamic search ads and search engine optimization will reveal how clever technologies and strategic marketing make every click and query you make surprisingly impactful. It's a packed episode here at the Checkout Point, where we make it our job to keep you informed and ahead of the curve in the ever-evolving world of e-commerce. Stick around because all these insights and more are just ahead. Welcome back, listeners. Today we're diving into a fascinating and ever-evolving world. The realm of global e-commerce shifts. Truly, how we shop online is transforming before our very eyes, and there's so much to unwrap. Let's get right into it. First up, Etsy. Now, for those of you who love unique, handmade, or vintage items, Etsy is likely a familiar name. But here's something new. Etsy announced it will kick off a seller-sponsored 2-week holiday sale. That's right, 2 weeks where the spotlight intensifies on those incredible sellers who make Etsy such a treasure trove of one-of-a-kind goods. What's special here, though, isn't just the sale itself, but the concept of it being seller-sponsored. This model empowers the sellers, giving them a significant role in the promotion. It's a wonderful example of a platform listening to its community, isn't it? It gives these creative individuals not just a platform, but a partnership, a way to amplify their visibility during one of the busiest shopping periods of the year. So, if you've had your eye on a handcrafted lamp or a bespoke piece of jewelry, these 2 weeks might just be the perfect time to support small businesses and grab some unique finds. Switching gears, let's talk about Amazon. Now, Amazon is a giant in the world of online retail, yet it too is making some strategic changes. It's set to launch Amazon Haul, a direct competitor to the likes of Temu and Shein. But here's where it gets interesting. This move also includes an engagement with third-party sellers. Amazon Haul is not just another sale. It's a marketplace tactic adjusting to the new realities of e-commerce, where speed, variety, and price are critical. Observing Amazon adapting by potentially altering its marketplace to compete with fast fashion and budget-friendly platforms like Temu and Shein shows us the dynamic nature of e-commerce. It suggests a recognition that the market demands diversity in shopping experiences, not just the products themselves, but how they are sold and who sells them. Listeners, What we're seeing here with both Etsy and Amazon are signs of a larger shift. E-commerce isn't just growing, it's becoming more diversified, more responsive to both sellers and consumers. These platforms are evolving, trying new strategies, and perhaps shaping the future of shopping. Whether it's Etsy with its focus on handmade craftsmanship and seller empowerment, or Amazon adapting to compete with fast-moving, trend-driven platforms, these changes highlight a central theme: adaptability. In the digital marketplace, those who listen to and act on the needs of both their sellers and their customers are those who will thrive. As consumers, this gives us power. Our choices where we shop and what we buy influence these shifts. How fascinating is that? Every click, every purchase tells these giants, and indeed the market at large, more about what we value, pushing them to adapt and innovate. So next time you're browsing online, think about that. Each purchase isn't just a transaction, it's a communication, a vote for the kind of shopping world you want to see. And as we keep an eye on these shifts, one wonders what the landscape of global e-commerce will look like even a year from now. Will other platforms follow suit? Will new trends emerge? Truly, the only constant in the world of e-commerce is change. That's it for today's episode, folks. We've just scratched the surface, and there's so much more to explore. Stay curious, keep exploring, and remember, your choices shape the market. Join us next time as we continue to unravel the fascinating shifts in the world around us. See you then. Imagine the last time you ordered something online. Perhaps it was a book, a new pair of shoes, or maybe a gadget you've been eyeing for a while. You clicked order, and then the waiting game began. But have you ever wondered what happens behind the scenes from the moment you hit that button to when that package magically appears at your doorstep? Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of logistics and shipping innovations. Because let's face it, there's a lot more to that package's journey than meets the eye. Firstly, let's talk about the United States Postal Service, a key player in getting your parcels from A to B. Recently, it was announced that USPS is set to hike its package rates come January. Specifically, the ground advantage rates are expected to rise by an average of 4%. Now, percentages might seem just like numbers, but this change could ripple across the economy. This increase might seem small, but it affects millions of packages sent daily. It strikes a delicate balance between covering operational costs and keeping services affordable for everyone. It's not just about postage stamps. These adjustments are rooted deeply in logistical necessities like transportation, labor, and technology upgrades. Speaking of upgrades and innovations, let's shift gears to something many of us have encountered: online returns. Amazon, a massive name in the world of e-commerce and undoubtedly a part of many of our lives, has given us a new directive. They've asked that buyers use original boxes for returns. While it may sound like a simple box story, there's a complex layer here involving sustainability and cost efficiency. By reusing the original packaging, Amazon aims to reduce waste and optimize the returns process. Every box reused is a step forward in reducing the ecological footprint of our shopping habits. It's intriguing how a straightforward instruction like this can be a part of a bigger green strategy. Both these stories highlight how intricate and interwoven the processes behind getting goods to and from your doorstep are. Innovations in logistics and shipping don't just stop at making things faster. They also encompass making the entire cycle more effective and sustainable. And remember, each time you send or return a package, you're part of that vast, dynamic network of logistics that stretches around the globe. So, the next time you click order or package up a return, consider the incredible journey that package is on, a journey made possible by an array of innovations, each meticulously planned and executed to ensure your goods travel swiftly and safely, all while trying to tread lightly on our planet. Isn't it remarkable how interconnected our world is? Every package, every box, contains a story of its own, filled with technological marvels and thoughtful strategies aimed at reshaping the future of shipping and logistics. Welcome to today's episode where we dive into a fascinating development in the world of e-commerce. Imagine a virtual marketplace, bustling and brimming with products, all tagged at $20 or less. That's right, today we're talking about Amazon's latest venture, a discount store designed to rival giants like Temu and Shein. This move by Amazon is not just a battle of brands, it marks a significant shift in e-commerce strategy that could redefine how we shop online. Now, why would Amazon, already a titan in the retail world, decide to launch Haul, its own version of a budget-friendly store? The answer lies in understanding the soaring success of platforms like Shein and Temu. These platforms have captivated a global audience by offering incredibly low prices on a vast array of items, from clothing to home goods. And here's the kicker. They've managed to do this while maintaining a rapid pace of delivery and an ever-refreshing catalog. This strategy has particularly resonated with younger shoppers, who are always on the lookout for trendy items at pocket-friendly prices. Enter Amazon Haul. By launching a store where everything is under $20, Amazon isn't just adapting to compete. They are strategically positioning themselves to capture a segment of the market that seeks affordability without compromising on the speed and convenience that Amazon is known for. What we're witnessing here is a titanic clash of e-commerce philosophies. The established, comprehensive service model of Amazon versus the dynamic, fast fashion model of Shein and Temu. But let's step back and ponder the implications of this move. How will it affect the consumer experience? For starters, shoppers could benefit enormously. Lower prices, coupled with Amazon's tried and tested user experience, could make for a tempting shopping destination. However, it could also intensify the challenges related to sustainable shopping practices. Low-cost items, often produced rapidly, raise questions about environmental impact and labor conditions. And what about the competitors? For Shein and Temu, Amazon's aggressive push into their territory might ignite a battle of innovations, as each tries to outdo the other in pricing, variety, and delivery. This could either drive further cost reductions, or perhaps spark a shift towards emphasizing other aspects like product quality or ethical sourcing. For us, as consumers and observers, this move by Amazon serves as a vivid illustration of how competitive the e-commerce landscape is. It's a world where giants constantly evolve and adapt, seeking not just to respond to market trends, but to actively shape consumer habits and expectations. As we wrap up today's discussion, I encourage you to think about the broader implications of such competitive strategies. How do they affect your shopping choices? Are low prices enough of a lure, or do factors like sustainability and ethical practices weigh into your decision-making? It's a dynamic world out there in e-commerce, and understanding these shifts can help us make more informed choices as consumers. That's all for today's segment. Fascinating stuff, right? Make sure to tune in next time as we continue to explore the intriguing twists and turns of the digital age. Happy shopping and think smart! Today, we're diving deep into the bustling world of e-commerce, a sector that's not just growing, it's exploding in activity, especially in picturesque Europe. But here's the twist. This vibrant market is not just about selling and buying. It's also tightly entwined with global phenomena like trade wars, which are shaking the very foundation of e-commerce supply chains. Let's start off by exploring how a looming trade war could potentially transform e-commerce. Imagine for a moment, you're a small business owner sourcing unique fabrics from another country to sell them online in your boutique. You've built relationships, you've set up systems, but suddenly, because of a trade war, tariffs soar. Now, those fabrics are more expensive and shipping times, they're unpredictable. The domino effect of a trade war reaches far and wide, affecting not just what products are available, but also their prices and delivery. It's like setting up a row of dominoes. Knock one over, and they all start to topple. But here's where the intelligence of e-commerce comes into play. Companies adapt. They find new suppliers, negotiate different routes, change their inventory. It's a massive game of strategic agility, pushing businesses to innovate or risk falling behind. Now, let's whisk over to Europe with its charts on e-commerce in 2024. Picture a graph that's climbing up, up, up. Europe is a fascinating case study because it's not just one country, but many different markets with different languages, tastes, and spending habits, yet united under the umbrella of e-commerce growth. Imagine an increase in mobile shopping trends. Young teens in Milan buying hoodies from a popular London fashion outlet right from their smartphones. A family in Berlin ordering groceries online from a supermarket in the Netherlands. It's a smorgasbord of digital buying and selling, reflecting diverse cultures and consumer behaviors, adapting to technology, and changing economic landscapes. Now, when we overlay the effects of a possible trade war with these trends, we see complexity, but also opportunity. Some European e-commerce businesses might struggle with new tariffs affecting their goods. Others might seize new openings, catering to local needs more robustly, or tapping into markets previously overseen. Listeners, while these shifts and changes in the e-commerce landscape might seem dizzying, they also come with a silver lining. They force resilience, creativity, and ultimately pave the path for new ways of doing business that could be more sustainable, more local, and surprisingly more global. So whether you're someone who simply buys online, or if you're deeply entrenched in the mechanics of e-commerce, keeping an eye on these trends is crucial. It gives us a window into not just where the market is today, but where it could go tomorrow. Plus, understanding these movements helps us to navigate better, anticipate, and participate in the evolving saga of e-commerce. That's all on e-commerce market trends today. Stay curious, continue exploring, and remember, every change brings with it a ripple of opportunity. Hello, avid listeners. Today we dive into the intricacies of retail and commerce analytics, a field that not only shapes how businesses interact with us, the consumers, but also dictates the future of shopping experiences altogether. To get us rolling, let's talk about a fascinating aspect of modern advertising known as dynamic search ads, and how they brilliantly tap into informational queries. Imagine you're curious about how to fix a leaky faucet, and you type this into a search engine. Traditionally, you'd find a mix of DIY tutorials and perhaps some local plumber listings. But with the advent of dynamic search ads, or DSAs, businesses that sell tools or plumbing services can dynamically generate an ad that aligns precisely with what you're searching for, even if the business hadn't specifically included those terms in their keywords. Isn't that clever? This type of ad technology uses your query to automatically tailor the ad's content to fit your immediate needs, like offering the perfect wrench to stop that drip. Now, on the flip side of DSAs, we have another tool crucial to conquering the digital marketplace: SEO, or search engine optimization. As our friends at Search Engine Journal point out, not all metrics in SEO are created equal, and knowing which ones to focus on can feel like navigating a dense jungle. Say you own a small bakery that just started delivering. You might think the number of visitors to your site is the top metric. But more important might be how many of those visitors are local, because they're more likely to order a delivery, right? And how many actually click on the order button. This is where good SEO reports step in. These reports break down daunting data into understandable segments. They might show that it's not just about attracting eyeballs to your page, it's about attracting the right eyeballs. The precision here can really make or break your business's online success. So, why does this all matter to us, the everyday shoppers and listeners? Because these strategies spell out how quickly and efficiently we can find what we need. Every tweak in the back end of a search engine or an ad campaign is aimed at creating a smoother, more intuitive shopping experience for you and me. This dance between visibility and relevancy is what keeps the digital marketplace buzzing and businesses thriving. And who knows? The next time you search for the best holiday gift ideas, the perfect suggestion might just be a click away thanks to the smart use of retail and commerce analytics. This blend of technology and keen market insight is shaping a future where every search, every click, is more meaningful than ever. With that, we wrap up today's dive into retail and commerce analytics. It's quite a digital world out there, and it's absolutely thrilling to see how it's being smartly navigated through data and SEO smarts. Keep tuning in and keep questioning, because there's always more beneath the surface. Thank you for listening, and let's keep exploring these fascinating topics together. Well, folks, that wraps up this week's dive into the ever-evolving world of e-commerce. You've been listening to The Checkout Point by Blicket.co, and I'm your host, Max. We've just finished covering the e-commerce news for week number 47, exploring everything from Etsy's holiday sales strategy and Amazon's Amazon Haul initiative to the seamless yet complex journey packages take from click to doorstep. Today, we peeled back the digital curtain on global e-commerce trends, including strategic logistics and shipping innovations, the challenges faced in the European e-commerce markets, and the integration of ad technologies with SEO for optimizing online shopping experiences. It's been a jam-packed episode, aimed at keeping you informed and ahead in the digital shopping realm. As we sign off, remember to tune in next week for more on the latest e-commerce trends, news, and strategies. Don't forget to visit Blicket.co for additional information and resources to help you navigate the digital marketplace. Thanks for listening to The Checkout Point. I'm Max, and I'll catch you next time. Keep innovating and pushing the boundaries of what's possible in e-commerce. Until next week, take care.